Oh, yeah, let's go.
It's kind of a wake up.
Right. Just give him a 5-minute break or something.
Scary.
There you go. Is there a ball now?
Yeah.
Come on, White. Boom, just like that. See you again.
1, 2, check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, test 1, 2. Hello, 1, 2. Check 1, 2. 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Check 1, 2. 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome from Edgar High School, as tonight we have Marawood South Conference action for you, girls style, as the Assumption Royals hit the road to take on the Wildcats of Edgar. Hi, everybody. My name is Randy Paul. Steve Maves alongside, and Don Chesborough back at our studios engineering our broadcast, as we are happy to be up here tonight in Edgar. The Assumption Royals come in with a record of 9-5 overall, 5-4 in conference action. And in a game we heard right here on Saturday night, they hosted the Pacelli Cardinals and just kind of put a whooping on the Cardinals, winning it by the final of 69-39. They're up by 6 at the break. Pacelli hits a 3-ball to start the second half, so the lead is trimmed to 3. But after that, they went on, the Assumption Royals did, an 11-0 run and outscored Pacelli from that point on 36-9 to win it going away. Maddie Bowen with 19 points on the ball game. Jess Grunhofer had 15. Kendall Schmidt 14. Almost 4 players in double digits. Kayla Kirkman just a point behind at 9. For the Edgar Wildcats, coached by Betty Hermansky, they come in with a record of 9-3 overall. A game ahead of the Assumption Royals in the Marawood South at 6-3. Last Thursday, they won at home against Stratford 47-42. They were actually down by 8 at the break and then outscored the Tigers 29-16 in half number 2 to win it. McKenna Gruden with 19 points to lead the way. Gabriella Keim had 15 and Marissa Ellenbecker with 9. Talking to Coach Hermansky before the contest, she said, you know, at the start of this year, I kind of thought anybody on any given night can beat the other team in this conference, and that's really kind of proved to be true. The first meeting between these two squads was back on Tuesday, November 26th, when Edgar won at Assumption by 3, 53-50. They were up by 2 at the break and then outscored the Royals 29-28 in half number 2. In that first meeting, Jessie Grunhofer had 19 points to lead all scorers. Emily Bone had 9. She will still not be participating in tonight's contest. And sister Maddie Bone was held just to 6 points in that ball game. For the Wildcats of Edgar, it was Gooden with 15, Ashton Moore had 10, Desiree Roush with 8, and Manecki finished with 7. So those are some of the pregame highlights that we've got for you here tonight. We'll be back to introduce the starting lineups right after this as you're listening to Assumption Royal Basketball here on AM 1320 WFHR, WFHR.com, on the World Wide Web, along with ZaleskiSports.com. Back with more from Edgar after this.
Why wait for the first cold day to find out your furnace doesn't work? Call Comfort Air Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, your local Bryant dealer, for a clean and check to guarantee your system runs safely and efficiently all winter long. From heating installations to maintenance and repair, our Bryant experts do whatever it takes to make cozy and warm the new norm. And with our licensed plumbers, trust Comfort Air for your home's complete care.
Visit comfortair.biz. That's comfortair.biz.
Not feeling on your game lately? Let the pros at Aspirus Riverview Behavioral Health help. With a roster that includes psychiatrists, nurse practitioners, licensed clinical social workers, and nurses. These all-stars are helping meet our community's need for mental health and substance abuse services. Start your comeback today with the help of Aspirus Riverview Behavioral Health. Aspirus, a passion for excellence, compassion for people.
Do you dread opening your cable or satellite bill each month? Tired of paying for a bunch of channels you don't even watch? Then maybe it's time you took a look at streaming TV. Streaming TV is simply a new way to get television content. Instead of using a traditional cable box or satellite dish, you can get programming delivered to your TV via the internet through a smart TV or streaming device. Skinnier channel lineups make streaming services budget-friendly and give you more control over which channels you pay for. Visit Solaris.net for a number of tools to help get you started. They'll help you calculate the internet speed you need, show you how to install your streaming device, and even help you decide which streaming service is best for you. For a limited time, you'll get a free Roku streaming stick when you sign up for Solaris Internet, so you can try streaming risk-free. So what do you say? Are you ready to kick your cable to the curb and start saving money by streaming TV? Solaris can help. Stop in, call, or visit them at Solaris.net to learn more.
Solaris Media Shower is currently available in Arkdale, Nakusa, Port Edwards, Rudolph, Wisconsin Rapids, and the town of Plover. Certain restrictions may apply.
Back here at Edgar High School, where we just finished up the national anthem. They now are going to take a look at the starting lineups. Let's do the same. First of all, for the Assumption Royals, they will start at one guard, Sammy Nelson, 5'3" junior. The other guard, Maria Hartley, 5'5" and a junior. The forwards, Natalie Weisenbeck, 5'7" and a senior. And Jess Grunhofer, 5'10" and a junior. And in the middle, Maddie Bone, 6'1" and a senior. For the Edgar Wildcats, they will start at one guard of three, Skyly Maneke, just a sophomore. The other two guards, McKenna Gooden, a junior, and Marissa Ellenbecker, a senior. And the forwards, Teresa Heckel, a senior, and Gabby Kime, just a junior. And those are the starting lineups for tonight's contest, as the Assumption Royals have the dark blue Royal uniforms with the white numbers, letters, and striping, while the Edgar Wildcats have the home whites on with a little green and gold. Hopefully, for all you Edgar fans, they perform a little better than the green and gold from a little bit east of us did yesterday. So the Royals will be heading from right to left as we see it across your radio and screen. And they're going to probably re-jump it as the ball is tipped out of bounds. And we'll try it again as Maddie Bone gets set to go up in the air against Gabby Kime, who gets it up ahead. Left hand, put it up, and a quick basket for Marissa Ellenbecker. Nice job of running a little bit of a tip drill there. And it's 2-0 as we get underway. double team coming. Full court pressure by Edgar. A lot of speed on this Wildcat team. And the Royals going to have to fend off that tonight as they get their first offensive possession of the game. Grundhofer going to let a long 2-ball fly. She had both feet on the arc that time, and the board is secured by Ellenbecker. She'll go up on the right side to Gooden, right back to Ellenbecker. Royals coming out, and blocked shot by Maddie Bone, and Grundhofer has it as she goes streaking past the scorer's table and then throws the ball on the left-hand side. Steal by McKenna Gooden. She goes up for the shot. Doesn't get it, but she does draw the foul, and she will shoot 2. And foul will be whistled on Natalie Weisenbeck. As Kendall Schmidt will get set to check in after this first free throw attempt, which is good. Gooden touches nothing but the net that time. Hartley will be replaced for the Royals. Coach Klein just has a few words of advice for her about breaking the pressure. Second toss on the way. This one rattles a bit, but it goes through. And a little three-quarter court pressure going to be coming from the Cats. They're going to go man on this pressure. Sammy Nelson with still trying to get across that timeline and does that about 8 on the count. Picks up her dribble and now goes to Weisenbeck on the left side. Guarded out there by Gooden. Man all over the court, and now again, anticipation and steal by Hackle. She's going to go all the way to the basket, put it up and in. Teresa Hackle gets her first 2 off the turnover by the Royals, and it is 6-0 early here in favor of Edgar. Nelson breaks the pressure. Left side into the hands of Weisenbeck. On top. Into the hands of the Royals. Bone goes right side. 3-bomb on the way is good. Sammy Nelson buries the bomb, and we're cut that lead in half with one swish of the net. 6-3, we played 2 minutes. Heckle goes down. Put up the shot with the right hand. It won't fall. And here come the Royals. Pressure put on Grundhofer. Left side. Nelson has it on the baseline. For a moment, Kendall Schmidt thought about letting the 3-ball go, and she had herself a few the other night. Now they lob it inside. Poke checked away by Keim. Up ahead, put it up with the right hand. And McKenna Gooden finishes it. She now has her first 2 from the floor to go along with the 2 free throws for a total of 4, and it's 8-3 now as Nelson races it, picks up that dribble, and goes left side to Bone. Maddie bounces it with the right hand twice. She also picks up her dribble. Get it down low. Back out to Bone. 3-bomb on the way. A little bit long. A rebound is secured by the Wildcats. Gabby Kine. 8-3 Edgar in the early stages of our ball game. And now a steal for the Royals by Weisenbeck. She'll put it up. And gets a little bump. Follow up. Good by Sammy Nelson. And that's why you trail the play. Just in case things don't go as looks like a clean breakaway, but a good hustle on the defensive end that time and got it contested. 8-5, 14-14 remaining in half number 1. Almost a drag of the pivot foot by Hackle. She'll go left side to Ellenbecker. Back to Hackle, try to get it down low. Nice catch by Keim and finish. Gabby Keim has her first 2, but they've doubled up the Royals, 10-5. Again, 14-10. Still to go here in half number 1. Royal Sammy Nelson all the way into the front court. Comes to the left side. Throws it into a double team. Fortunately for her, it pops right back out to her. She tries to pass it on the baseline, and Gooden was trying to save it, had a toe on the line. So Maria Hosley, a sophomore, checks in. Kirkman, Casey, and Youngworth in for the Royals. Youngworth, a 5'5 sophomore. Kirkman, a 5'7 sophomore. And Casey, a 5'5" freshman. Runner down the paint with the left hand. Maddie Bone with a finish. Nice little runner that time, and it's 10-7, 13:35 to go. Dribbling into a double team is Ellenbecker, poke checked away, picked up by the Royals. Left hand finish, Kendall Schmidt, and she draws the foul as well. What a beautiful job of penetrating and finishing that time by Kendall. We're going to call the foul on Hackle. First on the senior, first on the team. So she will take a seat and be replaced by Ashton Moore, a senior, who in the first meeting between these two squads had 10 points. Free throw on the way, doesn't go for Schmidt off the bracket, and Edgar coming out on the fly. Gooden dribbles into a double team and then dribbles out of it on the left side of the court. Goes left side to Ellenbecker, get it down low, and it's good for Gabby Kine. She gets the basket and the foul. It's going to be whistled on Maddie Bone. Maria Hartley back into the ball game. Grunhofer also in. Schmidt and Bone will rest a bit on the Pines for the Royals. 13-17 to go, 12-9, looking to make it 13-9 is Kime. Free throw in the air and comes up a little bit short. Good box out by Youngworth. Sometimes young people fail to box out the shooter, and that would have went right back to Kime that time had not Youngworth done her job. Top of the wheel. We'll dribble it to left elbow. Put up a shot from the left side for Youngworth. No, but Casey runs it down. Goes to Hartley on the right baseline. Picks up her dribble. Down inside to Grunhofer. Back out on top. Kirkman, three bomb on the way. Wide right. And the rebound is secured by Ellenbecker. She's going to take it up the far side. Almost loses it, and then she did step out of bounds. Nope, she traveled. Thought there was a little hop in there. TO number 3 on the Wildcats. Both teams unofficially with 3 turnovers. Speaking of 3, that's the lead right now for the Wildcats, 12-9, 12:41 to go. That's a lot of 3s and 12s for you. Into the forecourt. Casey with the dribble, left hand, right hand, goes to the top of the wheel. Youngworth, swing it around right side Kirkman. Dump it down low, Grunhofer, kick it back out to Kirkman. Now on top is Casey. Kristen will dribble it twice and then bounce it with the right hand on the baseline. Kirkman with the runner, goes off the backboard, rebound secured by Kime for Edgar. Ellenbecker crosses the 10-second line. Hosley, spin move down the paint, walked, got away with it. Gets her own rebound, puts it up again. That comes up short. Rebound volleyballed around. Hits the floor. Kirkman picks it up, comes up past Steven and myself. Lobs it underneath to Youngworth. What a pass! Couldn't get it to go. And the rebound battled for her, and it's still loose on the floor. Grunhofer's down there along with Ellenbecker, and they're going to say, hey, jump ball. So the possession arrow in favor of the Royals. And a couple of substitutes coming in. Manecki back in for Edgar for the Royals. Weisenbeck and Bone replacing Youngworth and Casey. 11:50 still to go here at half number 1, and a 30-second, nope, full timeout. I think he changed his mind. Nope, he just said let's go with that 30. 30-second timeout. Back with more after this.
Don't take chances with do-it-yourself plumbing. Call the experts at Comfort Air Heating Cooling Plumbing. More than your trusted Bryant dealer, Comfort Air also has a licensed master plumber on staff who ensures watertight service every time. Whether it's fixing a leaky faucet, repairing a broken water heater, or installing a new toilet. When you need plumbing done right, or help with your Bryant heating or cooling system, trust the team who always does whatever it takes.
Visit comfortair.biz. That's comfortair.biz.
Little Fallout Boy to entertain us here tonight. That song seemed to go on for centuries. Oh, wait, that's the name of the song. That's right. 11:50 to go here. Half number 1. Good start to our ball game from Edgar. Wildcats on top, 12-9. Glad you're along. Multiple ways that you can listen to this podcast tonight. The inbounds to Kirkman on top. Almost has it poked away. Now it's free on the floor. Battling for it. Edgar picks it up in the form of Gooden. And it's turnover number 4 on the Royals. So Edgar will reload the offense. Manecki with it, goes to the left elbow. Swings it around to Moore. Moore down the paint, hand side, into the hands of Hosley. Hosley takes the left-hand dribble towards the ring, leaves it for Manecki. Manecki gets shoved from behind, loses the ball, and it's going to be Royal basketball. I think they got away with one that time, they being the Royals. And it'll be Assumption basketball, 11:20 go this first half of play, 12-9 in favor of Edgar. Kirkman behind the back with the dribble, past the defender, and picks up the dribble. Gerundhofer just to the right, takes it down the paint, left-hand scoop, a little bit too hard. Rebound, Bone off the glass and good. Matty Bone has 4 points, and it's now 12-11. Edgar. Forecourt comes Hosley. Left-hand side. That's Kime with it. Put up the jumper. No. Rebound. Bone has it stripped away from her. Next shot, partially blocked by Bone. Fortunate she did not get foul number 2 there. Kirkman has it poked away. Loose on the floor, in another. And this time, possession arrow in favor of Edgar.
Checking in for Edgar, number 12, Teresa Hackle.
Hackle back in, the senior for the Wildcats. 10:37. The first half clock says 12-11 Wildcats over Assumption. Long pass downfield. Kime open, about the 5-yard line. Back out on top when had left that position, but fortunately I came over and picked it up. Play a little football here in Edgar, don't they? Always some good squads here in Coach Sid's. Baseline. Ball comes loose. Tie up. There's a whistle. It'll be turnover number 5. TOs are even. And it'll be Royal basketball. Kendall Schmidt back in, replacing Kayla Kirkman. 10-11 the time, 12-11. Some trailing it by 1 with the basketball. Hartley gets the inbounds pass. The 10-second line, now dribbles across. They're looking to double team. Gets it over into the hands of Schmidt. Right back down low to Bone. Double team down. Hoffer spots up a 3-bomb. Wide left. Bone with the rebound, and we get a foul. And that's going to be whistled on Skyly Manecki. First on Skyly. A couple of free throws now. Bone. Looks like substitute. That'll be Ellenbecker will come back into the ballgame after this first free throw shot by Matty Bow. Free throw here and good. So Maria Hope will take a seat. 2-team fouls. There's a lot of evenness going on in this game. Both teams with 5 turnovers. Teams with 2-team fouls. Scores at 12-12. About as even as you can match these two squads up. The second free throw gives the Royals the lead. The first lead of the ballgame at 13-12. So the Wildcats now into the against the man of the Royals. Kime. She'll turn and go on the left-hand side to Ellenbecker. Ellenbecker picks up her dribble. Side to Kime, and the shot doesn't go, but they did get foul number 2 on Matty Bone, and that's one of those situations where you probably say, you know what, Matty, give her the 2, but stay out of foul trouble. Now she's got 2 fouls already. Still have 9 in half number 1. So the left hand, 2 free throws. First one's good. She missed her only other free throw in the game.
Number 14, Sam Nelson.
So now Matty Bone will have to come out, be replaced by Sammy Nelson. So there's a trade-off of almost a foot in height differential. 10 inches to be. Next, this one short. And Bone is hustled up and picked for Edgar, and then she throws it right into the hands of Kendall Schmidt. So turnover Wildcats and the Royals. Tied at 30 with possession. 9:15 remaining in half number 1. Weisenbeck, ball on the left. Nelson looking to get inside of Grunhofer. They double her down on the block. Sammy picks up her dribble. She's in somewhat of trouble, and fortunately Weisenbeck came over to help. With the left hand, goes to the baseline, now picks up her dribble as well. And Nelson looking for a little back court cut to Schmidt, couldn't get it to her, so she keeps her dribble alive and almost doubled it. Takes it down the paint into the land of the Giants. Picked up by Grunhofer. The Royals lucky to this basketball. Pushed by McKenna Gooden. Her momentum took the best of her there. And she just kind of bumped into her. Ray Roush, a sophomore. The ball game. Royals inbound, get it to Grunhofer. Jesse one dribble on the left wing. I'll rotate the perimeter. Weisenbeck right in front of Coach Hermansky. 3 ball on the way for Kendall Schmidt. No. And cured by the Wildcats. Ellenbecker up the left side. Bounces it on the baseline. 3 bomb on the way. That's rebound for the Wildcats. Put it back up again. No. One more time. They get it on the left wing. Let a 3 ball fly again. Banks in. Kenna Gooden. Oh my goodness. It was such a strange angle to be able to bank it in from. There's any backboard room at all, and she still made it. Shot. 18-3. Royals 3. Weisenbeck to the rack. Put it up and good. Natalie Weisenbeck with her first 2. And for Edgar, trimmed to 1. 7:40 remaining half 1. Still man being employed. Spin it down the lane. Gooden. And we're going to get a little now on the Royals. Let's see what they call on that. First on Kendall, they say. Team Maria Hart replaced once again by Kayla Kirkman. 5'7" sophomore, who I thought had a really good the other night against Pacelli. Handled the ball very well. Now a little paint by Gooden. No. Ball kept alive. Kime has it. And a body going to be called on Jesse Grunhofer. So first on Jess. 5th on the team. So the Wildcats. Manecki to inbound it. But before she can, Maddie Bone come back in, replacing Kendall Schmidt. So Manecki to the left of the basket as we see it. To trigger, lobs it out to the right elbow. Take it inside. Kick it back. 3 ball on the way for Gooden. No. Rebound by Jess Grun. Straight up the court she comes. Left side, Weisenbeck. Left hip. She'll throw it across Nelson. Nelson has it go through her hands, but runs it down in front of the Edgar bench. Now come back side. Weisenbeck goes left base. Bone, little ball fake, stops it. They all left her alone. She put up the and missed it wide left. Under 7 minutes remaining. Here come the Wildcats in a hurry into the forecourt. Manecki with it. Throws it. Kirkman with the good defense. Crosses the turnover. Here come the Royals. Nice pass. Give and go. Block from behind. Gooden, and there go the Wildcats the other way. Stopped here. Doesn't go. Rebound battled for on the baseline. Triple team down there. And Wildcats able to take it away. Ball's now on the floor. Royals get it back. Whistle blow. It's going to have to be a jump ball here, and it's going to be possession Edgar. Ooh, that was exciting. Not a whole lot happened, but it was exciting nonetheless. 3 to go. And Coach Hermansky says, that's enough for me. We got to take a timeout. 16-15, 6:23 to go. Back with more right after this. I don't know what that was, but it was fun.
Looking for an easy way to send or receive money? At Paper City Savings, we offer the latest in technology with person-to-person transfers. Now you can transfer money anywhere within the United States at any time using email or your mobile phone. And the best part is, it's free. Paper City Savings, located in Wisconsin Rapids, Nakusa, and Plover. Paper City Savings, a proud sponsor of area high school sports, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, if you've never been to Edgar before, we are opposite of the scorer's table, and we're on the top row, and we have all kinds of good old Edgar fans here amongst us, and always have a good time with these folks. And tonight's no different. We're just enjoying that last little scrum that took place here. 6:23 to go, half number one. Home on top, 16-15 over. It'll be Edgar basketball as we come out of the TO. Inbounds to Ellenbeck on the left side. Hunter that goes halfway around and out. Doesn't stay down that time for Desiree Rausch, and it'll be basketball. In 16-15 is Assumption with the basketball by one. Nelson, spin move in the backcourt to get free from Ellenbecker. And she'll go to Bone on the top of the wheel. Left side to the hands of the. Gets it underneath to Bone. Shoots it up off the glass, gets it to fall, and also draws the foul. That foul, I believe, is going to be on Gabby Kime. First on the junior. 4 now. So Maddie Bone going to attempt to give the Royals their biggest lead. If she can connect from pipe, and she does not. Oh, it rattled, it hung, it fell the wrong way for the Royals. And the rebound, Wildcats. Bring it in, roll a little top, and they'll hand it to Rausch. Rausch will go to Manecki. Manecki look Kime. Kime runs in Hoffer, so she'll kick it back out to Ellenbecker, who's and it's picked up by Kirkman. Here come the Royals up ahead. Back with the left hand, too hard off the glass. Rebound by Kirkman for the Royals. They'll go down low to her, and she's walked. Turn to go to the basket. She kind of got that basket against the body of the Wild. Caused turnover. 6, and Maddie Bone will take a seat for Kendall Schmidt back in. Teresa Hackle also back in for the Wildcats, replacing Gabby Kine. 5:20 still on the first half. Royals by a point, 17-16. Been a good one here tonight from Edgar. We expect it to stay that way the rest of the night, too. Basketball. She'll take it down the right side of the free throw. Kick it back out on. Right back to Gooden. Nice move off the glass. That was pretty. Gooden worked her way down to the paint, spun it to her, kissed it off the glass, and the Wildcats have the lead back. Checked away from Kirkman by Manek, and Manek the shot to go, and then out of frustration, second personal. Skyley a little bit up that time, missed the breakaway, and then got the frustration foul. Hartley back in for the Royals. Hosley also for Edgar. 4:38 still on this first half clock. 17-17. Royals trailing it by 1, but they dribbles, picks up the dribble. She's in some kind of trouble. Tries to get a handoff. Was knocked out by Edgar, and they Sammy Nelson hoping for a handoff, but Edgar almost went out of bounds. Retain possession in front of the Edgar bench. Nelson does the honor to Hartley, right back to Sammy. Right in front of Coach Hermansky. She takes it with the right hand, then the left. Out on top. Schmidt, 3 balls straight away. Goes to the right. Nelson. No. Second time. Yes! Oh my goodness. Sammy. She now has 7 points. Gives the Royals the lead back at 19-8. Effort that time by Nelson, the 5-3. And her free throw. She's 3 for 3 from the. She is her first free throw. And it's 20-18 Royals. Nice pass. And then instead of taking it to the basket, to pass it along the baseline. The Royals step in front of the intended receiver and get the eye. So with the basketball and the lead. Lob it underneath. Grundhofer off the glass. No. Gets her own rebound. And it's going to go to Kenna Gooden, her team sixth. And in the final 3-4, the Royals will be shooting free throws here in half number one. Jess has not scored, looking for her first points of the ball game. Stripe. First one is on the way, and it rattles. Ashton Moore back in, the senior for the Wildcats. Also Gabby Kime, Ellen Becker, and Roush. A seat for Coach Hermansky. Jeff Royals a 3-point lead. Free throw in the air. That one no good as well. Very good free throw. For two on that trip to the charity stripe. Here come the Wildcats, just working their way down hard inside that time. But it doesn't fall for Hack. And the Royals with the board. Nelson just a little baseline on the left side. Out on top to Weisenbeck. Pass goes off the hands of Sammy. He runs it down just before the side. Almost getting her third foul was. She pulled her hands back just in time. Will leave it on the right side in front of the Edgar bench for Weisenbeck. Natalie a couple of dribbles and then goes back on top to Hartley. Nelson looking to get it down low. Does Grundhofer. To Schmidt, runner, rattles around. Royals, yes. Maria Hartley with her first two. And the Royals now with their biggest lead of the ball game at 4, 22-18, 2.5 minutes remaining. Down the paint with the dribble. Put up the shot. No, get her own rebound. Get it. Doesn't go a time, but she'll shoot a couple. She's 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Sammy Nelson up her first. So now both teams will for the final 2:29. Whether the 2-point, one variety. Kimes free throw, and it is good. Ellen Becker and Kayla, senior, seeing her first PT. Kirkman comes in for Assumption. 9 and a half, number 1. The left-hander lets it fly and splashes it through. 22-20 Assumption. 2:20 on the clock. Getting some pressure on the dribble. Getting seconds and gets rid of it at about 4.9. Jump shot as she got it right back from Grundhofer. Put it up, didn't go. Spin move, Gooden, and Kirkman picks up the foul. Gooden is 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. She'll get 2 more here. And it's an opportunity to tie it with 2:05 remaining half. There's the first. She has 10 points to lead all scorers. It's real quiet. Next one good. 22 all, exactly here in half number 1. Nelson in front of the scorers table. She doubled it. T.O. number 7 on the Royal. And Wildcats with an opportunity to regain that lead here in the final $1.58 of half number. Ellen Becker. Switched. I think she switched. So do the Royal fans. Hosley Down underneath, Kime misses the rebound, gets it back and puts it in. Kime now with 9 points. And Edgar, who just trailed by 4 points moments ago, just on a little 6-0 tear, and now a turnover on the Royals. And return the favor. Checked away, trying to fast break it. The court against 3 Assumption defenders. Didn't have the numbers and probably should have pulled it out, but didn't. And they paid the price. 65 ticks to on 24-22. Top. Tough pass, right side, inside. Ruttenhofer put it up, got it. First one got partially blocked. She stayed with it and put it up off the glass. We're knotted at 24s. I think the Edgar folks wanted a charge, Steve. But we played on and the Royals tied it with 40 seconds to go. And now just losing it out of bounds, and they're going to say last touched by Hartley for the Royals. On the dribble that time was Gooden. So Kendall will come in from Rhea Hartley, 38 ticks. Maddie Bowen on the bench with 2 fouls. Good. She doesn't pick up her 38 ticks. And by Hosley. Looking, finally gets it into. She dropped it and they said she doubled it. See if the Royals run their offense for the final 36 seconds. They'll just run that offense. But I'll tell you what, this Wildcat defense is very tenacious and it might be tough to do, but we'll see what happens. Down low, Schmidt, she backs in, turns around, puts it up with the right hand. Kind of got shoved under the basket. And a foul going to be whistled on Hosley. So let's see if they give her 2. Yep. Kendall 0 for 1 from the charity stripe. Let's see what she can do with these 2. 3.6 remaining. Away and good. Kendall now with points. Royals with the 1-point lead. Dribble spin move this time on the free throw line. Good. Kendall points. Royals by 2 as we're down to our final 20 seconds in half number 1 from Edgar. Hosley with the basketball. She'll go to Gooden. Ball above her head on the right wing. Skip pass. Ellen Becker dribble it underneath. Nice pass. Put up the jumper. Kaylee Davis, who checked in just moments ago, gets the bucket. 2-1. That's the end of half number 1, where the scoreboard reads, we've decided nothing. 26 of half number 1. Gene Delisio joining us at halftime. We'll listen to his report. Step out. You're listening to AM 1320 WFHR. It's WFHR.com web as well as ZaleskiSports.com. Anywhere and everywhere. Back with more right after this.
Sports injuries are increasingly common for high school and college athletes, weekend warriors, and elite pros. Knees, shoulders, and elbows are complex structures. Wisconsin River Orthopedics features skilled board-certified orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine specialists willing and able to get you back in action. They also offer in-house physical and occupational therapy, which may be all you need. For the most effective solutions for relieving pain and restoring lives right here in Wisconsin Rapids, contact WROinstitute.com or call 424-1881.
It's not just a home or a car, it's the 6 months you saved for your Ultra HD flat screen just in time for basketball season. And the overtime you worked for that third car so your teen can drive himself to practice. While other insurance companies just see them as a bundle or a combo, State Farm agent Carrie Van Ert sees your home and car as things you work really hard for. Carrie understands what your things really mean to you and is here to help you give them the protection they deserve. Talk to State Farm agent Carrie Van Ert in Wisconsin Rapids for your home and auto insurance today.
Don't take chances with do-it-yourself plumbing. Call the experts at Comfort Air Heating Cooling Plumbing. More than your trusted Bryant dealer, Comfort Air also has a licensed master plumber on staff who ensures watertight service every time. Whether it's fixing a leaky faucet, repairing a broken water heater, or installing a new toilet. When you need plumbing done right, or help with your Bryant heating or cooling system, trust the team who always does whatever it takes.
Visit comfortair.biz. That's comfortair.biz.